Hey guys, something really exciting is about to happen for me and Nate. I've been mentioning it on my social, kind of like a running countdown, and I have to just say May has been the longest month on record for us. We've been counting down the days, the moments, the hours, the minutes until our new puppy arrives at our house. The time has come, like we're almost there, and it's so incredibly exciting. We're so excited. A dog is something we've wanted for the longest time. Being in rented accommodation, it was a little bit difficult. It wasn't something that our landlord particularly wanted to say yes to, but we have been negotiating, and with the onset of coronavirus, we really did feel like now was the perfect time to get a puppy. I already work from home, but Nate's gonna be home for, it looks like, the remainder of 2020. The puppy would have two parents at home all the time, so the perfect living situation to raise a dog and give it all the love and attention it deserves. So yeah, we just kind of decided to go for it, and here we are. The dog is coming really soon. It's like the next step, I feel, in our relationship. It's not a baby, obviously. It's not buying a house, but it's getting a new family member. It's having a different level of responsibility, having to look after something so precious and young, and teaching it from such a young age. So it's really exciting. I've grown up with dogs my whole life, so it's always something that I've wanted to kind of have in my life as well. So yeah, it just felt like the right time. So we started looking a few months ago. We were looking at rescue centres, some of the rescue sites online, and we're also looking at pets for homes, all of that sort of thing. We kind of knew what we wanted: a female, a puppy, a mixed breed if possible. We didn't want to go purebred or pedigree. And then we stumbled upon a listing. Someone's family pet had their second litter. Quite a few of them were girls, so we kind of registered interest, and when they got older, and like having spoken to the guy and done a few checks and stuff, we decided to put down a deposit on one of them. And she's just been growing up with her siblings and her mum and dad, and now she's over 8 weeks, so she's had her first jabs and she's ready to come to her new home. The reason I picked up the camera is because we were actually planning to go and get her tomorrow. The guys only live like 30 minutes away from us. Actually, really fun fact, one of her sisters is going to a friend of the guy who lives around the corner, so hopefully we can have puppy meetups on the park just across the road from us, which would be cute. I like the idea of her being able to stay in touch with her siblings. But yeah, we were planning to go down in the car and get her tomorrow, but we've just had a phone call from the guy saying that, you know, she passed all her health tests and everything, she's had her first immunizations. He's actually dropping a puppy up with someone up north, so he can swing by and drop her off today, which is a bit mad because me and Nate are working today, so we had it in our minds that we would work today, do a big clean tonight, you know, have one last date night together, just us two before things change. But now she's potentially coming today, which is just a bit like mad. She could be here in a couple of hours, she could be here tomorrow morning. I'll keep you posted.
Because they've got a puppy, now become all a lot
Here she is. Here's mummy, here's daddy.
Oh, nice.
And then this is the little angel that we now own and love, and oh my god, I can't believe this is happening.
You said
as well, just in case you do change her over, you can put a bit of that in and all.
Oh god, she's got no idea. And now we have a little one to look after. Hello puppy. So she's had her jabs today.
Put her in bed.
She's a little bit under the weather and subdued, I think, from it all.
She's so fucking cute, it's unbelievable.
I know. She's tiny as well. This is the least active we've seen her, to be honest, because we've been watching videos of her grow up over the last 8 weeks, and she's always the one that's tearing around, being so hyper, playing with the other dogs, jumping up. Oh, she's knackered, bless her.
Let's go and get her in bed. Let her have a little sleep.
Hello, little one. She's got such big ears. Where are you? In your new home? We're off for an explore. Hello. Hello, puppy. Oh my gosh, you're so precious. Oh, she's so soft. She's got a little wag in the tail. Are you okay?
Should we give her a treat?
Welcome to your new family. Oh yeah, she's so funny. She just keeps going to sleep and then waking up and then going to sleep and then waking up, like 30-second bursts. Oh yeah. Little pup with little pink belly. Oh.
Now you want to play?
Yeah, now she wants to play.
Well, you had a bit of energy and you kibble.
She literally ate half a treat and now she's like up for it. So we took a really long time deciding on the name for her. We both have very different ideas of what cool dog names are. Nate wanted everything from like Nugget,
Peep.
You didn't you suggest Karen at one point?
Karen.
She's not a Karen. And then I was like, oh, Stella, Pixel, Taco. Cute girl names as well, because she's obviously a beautiful dog and I don't think she should be called something like Nugget, which just reminds me of not chicken nuggets,
She
basically.
looks like a nugget still.
She is a little nugget, but she's going to grow into a nice big strong dog. So our top 2 contenders were Ozzy and Juno. And I think we've decided what she is. Bye Juno. So the next week with our little pup is all about just making her feel really at home and loved, because obviously this is a big change for her. She's just left her family behind, so we just want to make her feel settled and safe and just really loved. So we're gonna give you all the love.
I just wanted to be happy.
Yeah, we just wanted to be happy. And then next week education begins.
You're going to school, mate.
You're gonna be the smartest dog on the block. We got plans for you.
Do you want to get a toy bag?
Yeah, I'll get a toy. Should I get a duck?
Yeah.
We actually gave the breeder, we sent him a toy, a brand new toy, so all the puppies could play with it and then she could come home with it. You remember this? You remember this? You remember it?
She's pretending to be shy. I know she's not shy. I've seen you ripping into the other dog.
Yeah. Look at this. Nate's on a work call. Look who's working with Nate today. Oh, she's pooped.
She got up and had a little wag and then went
Straight back to sleep. So the puppy's been here for 2 hours now. We're just finishing off the day so then we can spend the rest of the evening with her. So I'm just about to finish work, but she is just with me right here. Honestly, she has been sleeping ever since she arrived. My sister, who's a vet nurse, she's assured us that after the jabs, it like kind of wipes them out for 48 hours. So it's not surprising that she's very subdued right now. My new intern is very lazy. She's not doing much at all. I think she's sleeping off a hangover. They're just sorting dinner for us. Somebody keeps making moves on the sofa. She's not... I think she wants to get up and explore, but she's so pooped. This box just arrived from Lords and Labradors. We've actually ended up buying quite a bit from these guys. Their site's really nice. They've got really high quality products. We bought quite a bit from Pets at Home as well, but a lot of the things were actually the same price or cheaper at this place, and it's a little bit premium as well. Just kind of, it's a nicer shopping experience. Also, you get points. So we spent so much, we got like £15 voucher to spend on more things. So my sister, who also got a dog 2 weeks ago, said that they didn't have enough toys. So we made an extra toy order. We just got some really nice bits here. Look, this is a watermelon ball, and you can like soak it in water so they can chew it and cool down in the hot months. Just this big indoor ball that's like quite soft for throwing indoors. I got more Kongs. I don't even know if she's going to take to these. Apparently some dogs don't like them, but you get to fill them with treats and put them in the freezer, so you've got them on sort of like backlog, so when you need to distract them with the Kong, you just get one out of the freezer and give it to them. I know it sounds like we're giving you an hourly blow by blow, but she's been sleeping here for hours. Nate keeps coming over and touching her, so she's literally buried away. She's like, leave me alone. Don't wake the dog. A wee glass of Moet, just to welcome our third family member to our new friend.
Our best friend. You don't know what you want, do you? It's sensory overload. Sensory overload. Sensory overload. All the loves.
She just wants cuddles. She's such a cuddly dog.
She just wants loves. Oh my God, I've got so much love to give you.
This is a side I've never seen to you. Hello. Someone is awake and it's late. Someone should be playing with their broccoli, not human fingers. She's been here 7 hours and she's just eaten and drunk for the first time. So I think this means she's over the vaccines. Good girl. Good girl. A bit of kibble and a bit of water. What are you doing?
Watching.
Okay, so it's nearly bedtime for us, but little miss over here doesn't show any signs of stopping. Living her best life. Looking bright-eyed and beautiful. You tired? No, Mum.
We're just relaxing now.
So we've set Juno up in her crate right next to me overnight. She's on a little stool, so we're at eye height, as advised by the puppy book we read. And then we've got a trail of pee pads out. She already just did a pee right now, so she's safe for the moment. How are you finding it living in Hackney now that you're a Hackney dog?
It's sharp there. You were asleep 5 minutes ago.
I know. Look at her ears. She's like Dumbo, she can take off. So I love the bone. Yes, girl. Get it. Get your Nyla bone. Morning. I appear fresher than I actually am. First night with Juno was not too bad, but I guess to be expected. Took her a while to settle down last night, but eventually at 1:30, after a few wees and poos, she went to bed for a whole 4.5 hours. And then it was very much time to get up and play. So we were up at 4:30, well I was, Nate stayed in bed, and she was playing around for like an hour and a half, had her breakfast, did some more business, and then she went back to sleep, but then cried. So Nate went and sat with her while she napped for another 2 hours while I caught up on sleep. So yeah, but she's absolutely full of beans this morning. Oh, hello. Hello. Bye then. Where are you going? She's into everything. Everything. You're into everything, aren't you? But she's so lively today. Such a bundle of joy. And when she naps, she does it on her back, and it's the cutest thing. And she has so many dreams as well. She's always speaking and huffing and puffing in her dreams. So our house is just overrun with puppy stuff everywhere, because all we're trying to do is keep her occupied while she settles in. I really hope she starts enjoying her crate a little bit more and knows that it's a safe place. A safe place to be. Hello, say hello. Look at those ears, they're wild. Just like your mama's brows. We bought a crate for crate training. Everywhere we read, it was just the best thing to do to kind of create this sort of safe haven for them with a nice comfy bed, toys, and we fill it with treats and stuff. We got her loads of different toys with different textures. Oh, she's biting my dress. Excuse me. You've got all these toys and you want to play on that. So we've got some like ropey ones with chewy ones, some plush ones. She sleeps with her water bottle, and that's supposed to simulate being with her brothers and sisters at night. Really important enzyme cleaner for any accidents. And then this is a little treat bone filmed with marrow. They're not supposed to have too many of those, and always, if you are giving your dog a bone, observe them with it so there's no splintering. We got some shampoo, which is like the proper pH balance for the dog's skin. Her tooth. We haven't actually tried this. We bought this harness because harnesses are kinder when you're lead training them, and we bought the extra small because she is indeed extra small, but actually I think the extra small might be too extra small. Can we try this on her?
It's not a toy.
Everything's a toy. In we come. There we go.
Can't take the toy with you.
It's not going to fit her for long, I don't think. Oh my gosh, she's so cute in pink. Oh, my little girl. Oh, there we go, puppy. That looks good on you, honey.
Treat for that.
Yeah. Oh, she's not even noticing it. Oh, that's so good. I think we'll keep her in that for like 20 minutes a day just so she gets used to it. I've always wanted to own one of these as a dog owner. You know, when you see them not bending down, they just kind of like pick up the ball and then throw it really lazily. But I think it'll be a couple weeks before she's into that. It's a little bit big. It's the weekend now, so we've got 2 days off, and then Nate's booked 2 days off work. So we've got 4 days to just really kind of settle her in and stuff. We're gonna take her on walks around the block as well. She's had her first set of vaccines, but she won't be allowed out properly until another 5 weeks, I don't think, after her second set. But what we're gonna do is, we've been told to walk them around the block, but just holding them so they get used to loads of like sensory stimulants like cars crossing and other people and just like general city outside noises. So we'll do that 2 times today. It's gonna be like 25 degrees outside as well. Well done, that's your spot. I just went out for some ear wash for her, and I've come back with this mega pillow, which is clearly much bigger than her, but I knew she'd love it because she's really into the broccoli that crackles, as you can see. This one also crackles. It's not even midday and these two are both exhausted. So cute. Why is Nate on the floor though? It should be the other way around. It's our first proper day with her, but she's actually not feeling a little bit under the weather. I've weighed out her food this morning. It really doesn't seem like we're allowed to give her a lot. She's only 2.1 kilograms, so she's only gonna get 49 grams of food a day. But the kibble that we give her is like really high quality. It's Royal Canin, as recommended by my veterinary sister. She's not having her second portion now. We're actually like watering it down just so it's a bit juicier. Takes her longer to eat, and she also gets some water while she eats as well. Oh, you ticklish? Are you ticklish? We've just had our first training session and she did very well. I didn't get to film it, but she completed sit about 6 times.
Come back with my sausages.
We're using just these treats here for like everyday sort of training. Those are like the low tier treats, and then they go up depending on how hard the activity is or how much of her attention we need. We also got one of these clickers. It's a whistle as well for recall, but we've not used it for that yet. But yeah, we used it every time she did the sit. We would click and then give her the treat, so positive reinforcement. Hi guys, happy Saturday. I've got a gin and tonic. We've just had some Chinese food arrive. We've got the RuPaul final on the TV. Our little puppy sleeping. Somebody is awake from their nap. Hey little petal. Good morning everyone. This is our life now. She just did a wee in her bed. Well, it's her second bed. It's like a travel-y one. But yeah, no problemo here. Super hot in the UK at the moment. We'll be spending most of the day in my bikini, I think. Day 2 with little Miss Juno. And suffice to say, we're both absolutely shattered. We've been kind of sleeping in shifts almost. She's decided that 4:30 AM is her favourite time to wake up. And that's been consistent for 2 nights now. We're tired. And she's been like kind of like whining through the night as well. We've been following the guidebook, and we've been putting our fingers through and like kind of shushing her and calming her with our voices. But yeah, she's just a little bit, she's quite needy at the moment, and I think it's just an adjustment period, so hoping that she gets a little bit more relaxed as time passes. We're just trying to make the crate as comfy and amazing as possible. Something that we actually forgot to do was start feeding her in her crate, so she associates food, which is obviously a dog's favorite thing, with her bed area. So we're going to start that today actually, and we've moved all the pee pads onto the balcony as well, so we're going to try and start making her only go on the balcony from now on. We've ordered a big runaround pen to put her crate in, so she can actually get out during the night, because at the moment it's not arrived, so she's confined to just her crate. So I think that might be why she's waking up a little bit more than usual and crying. I feel like she's been here a bloody week and it's only been 48 hours honestly, but you know what, she's just bringing us so much joy. We were just having a coffee on the balcony this morning while she had a little nap. It's almost like you can't imagine it, like life without her now. She's just so beautiful and she's just got so much love and affection to give. I love her, and she's coming over to say hi. Hello. That was a nice long nap. I mean, every time she goes to sleep to have a nap, I'm like, thank God we get a little bit of a break. But then I pass her in her bed and I see her snoozing. I'm like, I can't wait for her to wake up so we can have puppy cuddles and kisses. You're gorgeous. We're going to give her first bath today as well. Are you liking your new home? We've obviously got a balcony, which is our only outdoor space. We've got a park like just across the road. So as soon as she's had her second jab, so we'll be spending a lot of time there. But in the meantime, the only outdoor space is the balcony. So Nate's come up with an idea to kind of like puppy-proof it. So we got some bamboo ordered. He's tying it to the bars so there's like no gaps for her to get through, so she can access the balcony. Little training session. We've decided the first thing to teach is going to be sit.
Sit. Sit. Sit. Now the camera's on. Sit.
Good girl. Sit. She's so lazy today because it's hot. What are you up to? Groceries, not for you. You've got all your favourites. You've got Oatly, Barista Edition, Posh Crisps, yeah, your fave. And I know that you love a Sauvignon Blanc, so pick you up a bottle of that as well. Some beer if you're in the mood. Alrighty, bath time.
Good girl. Good girl. Oh no. It's okay, it's okay.
What about a treat for being good?
She's not interested in treats.
No, she just doesn't want to be in, does she? Maybe I'll get in with her. There we go. Yeah, there we go.
Good dog. Good dog. Good dog.
Yeah, you don't like it. It's okay, I know you don't like it. Oh.
Good dog. Good dog.
I promise we won't do this a lot, Juno. Hey, party! Party!
Good dog.
Party!
Good dog.
Hey.
Good dog.
Yeah.
Good dog. Massage.
Massage.
Good dog. Good
dog. Yeah. fun, isn't it? Alright, let's get out.
Let's get you out of here, eh? I hated that.
Just a new experience. Hopefully she'll get used to it.
You thought it was just all sleeps and plays, didn't you?
Oh, that was a bit stressful for everyone, I think. Hopefully Juno, but literally 30 seconds out the bath. She's already back to her old self. You're a good girl. That wasn't too bad, was it? No, it wasn't. Have another treat, have another treat. So I'm back to work today. It's Monday and Nate's got 2 days off. So I'm actually just squeezing in a quick manicure right now. I haven't had a chance to do my nails in a few days. Nate slept next to her crate last night, which I think was a really good idea because eventually she's gonna have her crate in the living room.
Yeah!
She's got the zoomies. And she only cried, I think, once or twice, which is good. So tonight will be her first night alone in the kitchen in her crate while we sleep in the bedroom. So there's gonna be some crying, but we're gonna try and ignore it and let her self-soothe. It's been really easy actually. It's so good that we're both working from home because we can split the sort of responsibilities throughout the day. She's getting so much attention. I think she's also becoming a little bit more confident as well. She's not weeing and pooing as much and as regularly, so she's like holding it a little bit more. She's just a great dog. She's just so great and we love her so much. We've now successfully started potty training her on the balcony with her fake grass pad over there. And yesterday was her first night alone in the crate in the hallway, and oh my god, it was hell. Didn't realise how much she would potentially cry, so we made a plan before we go to bed. It's really important that we realise to be on the same page with what you're going to do, because you get emotional and then you want to break from the plan. So we did a lot of research and it was said that you've just got to let them cry it out. So the first few nights we slept with her next to the cage, and every time she cried out of loneliness or whatever, we would give her attention and reassurance. But then last night it was her third night, so we were like, we're gonna just let you get on with it, mate. And yeah, she didn't like it, to say the least. Aww. She was asleep for about an hour and then she was crying, and she cried I think maybe four or five times throughout the night. We eventually went to her. I think it was like 6:30 when she stopped crying. There was a little gap in the crying, so we went to her. So yeah, I mean, it was 6 hours on her own in the room in the crate. Tonight we're going to do it again. I do worry about the neighbours though. Well, if they do complain, it's only going to be for a week or so and then she should be used to it. It's just the worst. Like, you can't help but when they make those really high-pitched ongoing cries that you just want to go and cuddle them, but you've got to be strong. How did you get up there, Missy? You're tiny. How did you get up? How did you get up? Something we've been doing with Juno is like little sensory walks around the block. We're holding her. We're gonna try a pouch today. She obviously can't touch the ground outside of our flat because she's not had all her boosters, but it's a good idea to get her used to the environment. So we've been advised to like walk around the block in a really short walk, just so she can like hear and see different things, so she's not too shocked when we eventually go out on the lead together. So we're just gonna head out and get coffee. It's another really hot day today, 25 degrees outside, but after today it's gonna be pretty cold, so gonna make the most of it. So we've got a new setup today. It's the 4th night with Juno and we have this crate that's arrived. We ordered it a few days ago and it's only arrived today, so we're hoping this is the setup that will ease her into sleeping outside of our bedroom. So as you can see, she's all tucked up in there. One side can see into our room and our bed, and the other has access to a caged penned area with pee pads. So hopefully tonight goes well. She doesn't cry too much because she can see us, but also she can get out and have access to a wee if she needs one. Planning is like a military operation, the bedtimes of this dog right now. Actually, I think we're putting a lot of pressure on ourselves to have like a really great routine that works, but actually I think no matter what you do at this stage when they're this young, it's gonna be painful. She's whining all night and it's just horrible for us to hear. Fingers crossed tonight goes right. Morning guys, so it's Wednesday and day 5 with Juno. You can probably hear her in the background, she's crying. She's just woken up from a nap and she's in her very large playpen, but today is the first day that Nate and I are both back to work, so it's going to be a little bit of experimenting and seeing how we all get on whilst we have our work obligations going on. Nate's got a call in 10 minutes, so I'm hoping she calms down by then. But yeah, she's in there with all her toys and some treats hidden around, so Yeah, but she just had a very large nap, so I bet she wants to play. I wanted to show you guys a book which we read in preparation to getting Juno. It's a really, really good book, very easy to read. We read it in the coming weeks to her actually arriving, and we've actually been reaching for it since she's got here, just to kind of refresh ourselves and make sure we're doing everything as best we can. The book is called Easy Peasy Puppy Squeezy by Mann. I will link it down below. My sister Jessica recommended it to us, and it's really good. It's very basic guide to everything you need to know to make sure your puppy is happy and confident. And also it was so interesting reading because it's very, very different to how my family dogs were raised. We very much adhered to the discipline approach to learning and training. There was a lot of no's, downs, get out, stop, all of that sort of thing, which actually this book, it discourages you from doing. It's very much positive affirmation only. So yeah, no isn't going to be in Juno's vocabulary if we can help it. It's all about distraction and reaffirming good behaviors so she doesn't do the naughty ones. So yeah, it does all the basic guides to socialization, feeding, sleeping habits and routines like that, stuff that you should get, like a puppy checklist. It's very, very good. It's very easy read, good to reference back. Juno's had her way with it at the corners actually. But yeah, no, really, really good. And there's a ton of resources as well on YouTube that I've been looking at. I'll link some of my favorites down below as well. You guys can check them out. But yeah, Juno's been great. She's learning to do a lot of stuff. She could sit on day 3 on command if there's a treat in front of her. We're teaching her sit, paw, lie down, name recognition. But yeah, I think the real training is going to start when we go outside and she's on the lead and she's around other dogs. What I also really liked about this book is it has like puppy etiquette, which I think a lot of people don't really understand or know about. And it's all about how to protect your dog in the face of other people and other dogs, because not all dogs are the same and they can be slightly unpredictable. Obviously a puppy is really vulnerable, but they're very excited and they don't yet understand. So it teaches all about like how to walk your dog, how to have the best dog etiquette in the park, like be mindful of how your dog interacts with other dogs and that sort of stuff. So yeah, I mean, it's been a really exhausting but wonderful 5 days with our little puppy Juno. I mean, it's just such a big life milestone for us. It's been really enjoyable, but we've learned so much, and I think it's prepping us for having children in the future as well. Like just the fact you have to put a little life before your own needs all the time, which is something I've never done and I'm not used to in the slightest. But yeah, I'm really going to try and save all these little puppy moments, because obviously she'll be an adult before we know it, you know, just be memories slip back on, won't it? So yeah, she's super demanding, but it's to be expected, and we're just trying to take it day by day. But we love her, she's amazing, and she's so smart and she's just adorable. You'll be sure to see plenty more of Juno on my channel over the coming weeks. So yeah, thanks for watching.